Hi golfers and welcome to the Average Club Golfer. My name is Dave and today we are looking at my season's review. I say it's my season's review, but I'm going to take you back just to the tail end of last year, to the start of September 2022 when I rejoined Clydebank District Golf Club. What we're going to look at today is a mixture of what were scores. First of all, starting when we put our 3 cards in for our handicap, where we started to some of our best scores, some of our worst scores, some of our indifferent stuff. We're also going to be looking at some match play that I entered as well, and also one of the funnest games of golf I have ever had. So going to look into it with the Scottish Golf app and also Hole 19 to look at our scores, and after that we're going to, as I said, have a quick review, see where we are and see where we can maybe hope for next season. So let's have a look. So here we are on the Scottish Golf app, and going right back to when I put my 3 scores in to obtain my handicap. The first score I had was an 80 and I had 2 79s as well. Really happy with that. Gave me a handicap index of 7.5 and a playing handicap of 8. To be in single figures, not going to lie, made me feel pretty good. Breaking 80 is a decent number for me. So I'm really happy with that. So moving into the first medal, I came down, absolute disaster. Shot an 86, just put too much pressure on myself, built up the first medal as if I had to play well and match a handicap. With the new handicap system, you don't have a standard scratch anymore, so I just try to play to par. And I just tried too hard. I was always just going for every single shot. Made a meal of everything, and it was a bad start for me, considering I put in kind of 3 decent scores with 2 under 80 there. So not the best. Moving into the next medal, I came down with no expectation. Just really learnt for the week before. Relaxed. Didn't worry about what I was going to finish on, and just played hole by hole and shot by shot, and you can see the difference. After the score the week before, I get bumped up to 10, and I managed to score a nice scratch 75 for a net 65 and managed to win that medal. Big turnaround, as I said, just a changing attitude, just relaxed, pretty decent. 1 double bogey there. The really disappointing thing, like I said, a few nice birdies in there. That's 4 birdies, but I finished with 2 double bogeys, which was a bit disappointing. But again, a good comeback for the week before. I'm going to start off with the worst scores that I had. The one I most remember was on the 10th of June, if we just pull that up there. We were actually going good guns in this medal. Started off with a nice birdie. I had a dodgy one at the 5th, triple at the 5th, but I managed to pull it back. At the 6th, where I put it into about 3 feet, hold a cracker. So, in real good shape there. So 1 over par after 6 holes. Next 3 holes ended my round. Put 1 out of bounds at the 7th. Doubled that. Really bad follow up with a triple at the 8th. And then the 9th, that's when it ended. My drive ended up about 80 yards to the right hand side in some deep, thick, juicy rough, man. It took me 3 shots to get out, advanced at 15 yards, and I had to hit a 5 iron. It's only, say, 298 yards, so I landed it on the green and then 3 putted, and then after that I just stood up and I'm like, nah, I'm done here. I'll never NR. But after that, disaster. Triple bogey at the 10th, and absolute tripe. So yes, terrible. The second worst score is again going back to the first medal that I had. Everything that could go wrong that day did go wrong. Like I said, turned up, pushed for everything, pressure on myself. It was all over the place. So I would put that as one of my second worst scores. And the third worst score I had, again another 85. This is when I was, like I said, it comes to August time and I was feeling really good about my golf. Oh, hold on, why have I got a network error here? Oh, let's try and get back into that. These were scores. Mr. Golf. What's happening? Here we go. Stop messing about. Anyway, yes, I was feeling good about my golf, really confident. On the back of some nice scores, and I just went for everything. I was really feeling good about things, and thought I could pull it off. And again, just shows you, don't try and force a score. Don't try and force a score. Just relax, and like I said, went for everything. Short-sided myself too much. Gave myself too much to do. So I really learnt for that. So moving on to the best scores that I had. The first best score that I had was as a Wednesday medal. I wasn't even going to play this medal. Turned up my brother-in-law and he was putting a score in, so I grabbed a card. Started off terribly. Triple at the first, double at the fourth. However, just managed to play steady golf, and again, don't let a bad start put off a good round for yourself, because there's always opportunities, and that's just what I gave myself. Played a lot of good par golf as well. Nice good start to the back nine there as well. So yes, ended up winning that medal. So again, pretty pleased with that. The second best one I had was at the time my actual personal best in Clydebank District. When I was a junior, I can't remember, but I never ever scored as low as this. I think I might have done 73 or something, but I'm not sure. 72, 3 over par. Real great, fantastic golf for me. Like I said, just the birdies were bonuses, try to play to par, eliminate the doubles, and it happened for me. 3 over par, I was absolutely ecstatic, and again, that's what kind of really built the confidence up, and then I started going for it, and ended up with the bad round. But the best round, as I said previously, the Campbell Cup. Okay, 2 under par. Outstanding for me. It's beat my PB by 5 shots. First time I've ever been under par, and that was the one that kind of won the cup for me. I had 4 birdies, and I had 2 bogeys at the 11th and 12th. 2 of the hardest, as I said in the video before, 2 of the hardest holes on the course. And I would expect to bogey them anyway, so like, there you go, a couple in a row there, and just real good golf. I think I only hit 3 fairways that day, but I only missed 3 or 4 greens, and that made the difference. Just real good ball striking. Yep, so that was the best score I've had. A couple of honourable mentions here to the PCGA that I've played in this year. The best score that I've had was, the first best score that I had was when we played down at Loch Green. Let me have a gander. Where are we? Should really have this ready for you here. Yes, Loch Green. So it's 78 overall, but 4 over par. That was near the start of the year. It was a nice wee jolly down there. Not going to lie, sparked a bottle of tonic wine on the first, just to keep things going. But it didn't seem to matter. Great start. 3 birdies in a row. I've never done that before in my life either, so some buzz. And again, just steady golf in the back round there, in the back nine as well, just to keep things nice. So 4 over par, unbelievable. And then the best round that I've had with the PCGA, if we move this forward, is at Cardress. If you know Cardress Golf Club, a real tough course, great track, it's a beautiful place to go. And I'll just pull this up for you. Where are we? Come on. Cardress, 1 over par at one of the most difficult courses in the county. Great start as well. Ended up 2 under par after 5 holes, and it just made me relax. It didn't make me kind of fear it, like, oh, I'm 2 under par, it's, oh no, I've got to, I shouldn't be playing like this or whatever. It just made me relax, and it was a horrible day. Rain was coming down vertical, but managed to keep it together. And that was a 1 over par at Cardress. If you've played it, you'll know how hard a track it is. So that managed to win me my first cup at the PCGA as well, which was the KB Locks Cup. So yep, over the moon with that. So yes, that is from me the best scores and my worst scores. So that's the first part of the review done. Now going on to match play. I entered the club's singles tournament. I got to the third round and unfortunately I got absolutely belted 6-4 off a very good player. I was getting away some strokes in the front nine. He got away from me. I think it was 4 down after 6 or something. Managed to pull a couple back, but at the turn it was 3 down and just couldn't pull it back, and just after the turn he just pulled away. So disappointing, but hopefully next year we'll do a bit better than that. I did also qualify. It's a handicap tournament called the Japanese Trophy, and I managed to qualify for that. I got to the quarter final and I managed to play my old rugby friend David Valentine. 12 handicap. It was a fun evening. Great golf was played by the two of us. We counted it up at the end. We did play some fantastic golf. I think David did approximately about 75 scratch off a 12 handicap. I was about 72. He touch and go. You know, it was approximately about that. But some good golf. But unfortunately, David did prevail 2-1. The wee funny story off the back of that, I was playing the week before with a couple of guys who I used to play juniors with, and I was pretty confident I was going to beat him. I'm not going to lie, and he asked me if I was going to beat him, and I did say aye, I'm going to scud him. And that came back to bite me on the bum when I was sitting with one of the guys, and who walks up? Big Davey. And the boy asks him, he says, Davey, he said he was going to well beat you. And I says, no, I never says I was going to well beat him. I told him I was going to scud him. So Davey heard the story about me boasting about beating him, and then turned out he beat me 2-1. So aye, a great match with him. Like I said, old rugby pals, we used to play for Clydebank together. So aye, great match. David did go on to win the Japanese Cup this year, so absolutely fantastic. So a good honour to get beat after winner, so congratulations Davey. Another round that I'm going to chat about is the most fun round of golf I've had this year. I was a late entry into the Tri-Am, played with two guys, and it was the most fun round of golf I've ever had. I pitched in for an eagle at the third, and at that point one of the playing partners sparked open a nice wee bottle of Glavar, and the other guy sparked open the bottles, but unfortunately I never had anything, so we walked round, got to the fifth. Nice drive down the middle and pitching wedge from 113 yards, never forget the shot, and I hold it for the second eagle of the day. Unbelievable, couldn't believe it. Went round with these guys, had an absolutely great time. Everybody pitched in with a score on the day for a hole, and we managed to win the Tri-Am. So in total I had 2 eagles, 3 birdies, and I ended up roughly with about a 74, so you can imagine what that was like. And as I said, the drink was flowing, and it was the best round of golf, the most fun round of golf I've had this year. So the two guys who played, if you are watching this, you know who you are. Thank you very much for that. So overall, I have been pretty pleased with where I've started from since I've rejoined Clydebank District. I started with an 8 handicap, bumped up to 10, managed to get myself pretty steady around about the kind of 6 and 7 mark, and then at the end of the year, as I said, the 67 scratch has really bumped my score down, maybe into a false position. So at the moment I'm currently index 3.9, playing handicap 4. Couldn't believe that was even possible. That has been with the help of the great guys on YouTube at GRF Golf, previously known as Zen Golf Mechanics. So a wee introduction into that. I've reached out to these guys and they've allowed me permission to use links in my video. So there's a wee link in below, just the fundamentals of where they come from and where my kind of philosophies come into golf as well, and help me improve to get down to my handicap. And I'm going to be showing you in some future videos some more specifics and drills that I work on, with specific links to videos where I got those drills from. So thank you very much for watching my season's review, and I'll see you in the next video.